part of the magnificent information highway in the body. The vagus nerve is the largest and the most dissected cranial nerve in the body. It is in charge of the parasympathetic part of the nervous system, the rest and digest, as opposed to the sympathetic, the fight or flight. How do we activate this magnificent vagus nerve? Let's do that now. Hi friends, welcome. I'm Rebecca. This is Baci, and this is Body Illumination. Today we are doing a nice vagal nerve stimulation flow. Yoga in general and the breathing yoga helps to tone and stimulate your vagus nerve in general. These exercises are aimed specifically at the vagus nerve. However, the practice of yoga and how we breathe and how we move stimulates and tones the vagus nerve naturally. So get yourself settled. If you have a yoga mat, go ahead and grab your yoga mat. If you don't, you can do most of these exercises on the floor, on a blanket, as long as you're comfortable. And you can grab a couple of blocks if you have them, but you don't need them. Come to a comfortable seat. And if you're not comfortable seated on the floor, then go ahead and sit on a couple of blocks or on a bolster. Okay, so let's reach the skull bones back. Inhale, sip the breath in. And then exhale, let it go. Now, on this next breath, I want you to inhale and retain the breath for 1 count. So inhale, retain, and then exhale 2 counts, and then stay empty 2 counts. Really simple, right? Let's do that again. Inhale 1 count, then retain the breath at the top, release and exhale 2 counts, let it go, and stay empty out for 2 counts. Now let's inhale 2 counts, retain 2 counts, exhale 4 counts, stay empty for 4 counts. Inhale 2 counts, retain for 2 counts, exhale 4 counts. Now, on this exhale, pull your chin towards your chest and stay empty. And release. That's our chin lock, Jarndala Bandha. Okay? Inhale 2 counts. Now retain it for 2 counts. Exhale 4 counts. Stay empty and pull your chin towards your chest. 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Now let's come onto our hands and knees. So the hands are directly underneath your shoulders, right hand underneath the right shoulder, left hand underneath your left shoulder. And try to walk those knees under your hips. We're going to start with a simple cat-cow. So exhale and round through the spine. And then inhale, tuck the toes under and arch into an anterior pelvic tilt. So your pelvis is tilted upward and away, back bending. Exhale, round through the spine. And inhale, tuck the toes, look up. Okay, now hang out here and release into a neutral pose. And you're in a neutral tabletop. I want you to integrate your Ujjayi breathing if you're familiar with it. So our Ujjayi breath is basically inhaling. And then as you exhale, you contract the back of your throat. It sounds like the sound of an ocean. And if you're not familiar with that, no big deal. You don't have to do it. Okay, so inhale. Get long through this torso. Feel your tailbone reaching away, skull bones reaching forward. And then exhale, pull your left ear towards your shoulder with that Ujjayi breath. Or just breathe. And then when you feel like you want to sigh or maybe sneeze or some type of like a little letting go, then come back to center. Let's do that to the right side now. Inhale, get long. Exhale, go to the right side. Now inhale, come back towards center. Exhale, go back to the left. You might even feel your belly gurgle. Now take the left shoulder towards the left ear and continue to bring the left shoulder to the left hip, side bending through the torso. Let's come back towards center. Inhale, get long through the spine. Exhale, pull the right ear towards your right shoulder. Then let's slowly start to bring the right shoulder towards the right hip. And back to center. Let out a sigh. Let's tuck the toes under, press back, downward facing dog. Just pause here for a moment. Reach your hands into the earth, spread the palms wide, bend one knee and the other. Stretching out the backs of your legs. And then gently drop to your knees. Okay, friends, we are going to use our blocks here. So if you have a ball is very effective with this too. So I'm going to take that block and I'm going to take it right underneath my ribs. So I'm giving my vagal nerve a massage, okay? I use in my practices, if you you'll see that I use a ball sometimes, a block, or you can also use a fist. So you can make a fist, wrap your hand on top of it, and nestle that in towards your belly. And then come and just hang over it. I encourage you to practice your Ujjayi breath here. Inhale through your nose. You exhale and you close the back of your throat. You contract the back of your throat ever so slightly, like you're smiling in the back of your throat. If you were to open your mouth, it would sound like this. But your lips are closed, okay? So try that. And then I want you to stretch out the exhalation. Inhale. Breathe in, exhale, and stretch that exhalation. Okay, now let's gently release that. See how that felt. Take your hands into the earth and stretch back into a wide-legged child's pose. So take your legs nice and wide, drop your forehead down, and soften here. Now we are going to come on up and crisscross the legs underneath us. Again, if you have a block, you're going to use a block. We're going to lift our legs up. So you're coming into waterfall pose. Take your hips on top of the block. Flip your palms up towards the sky. Soften here. Let out a nice sigh. Now, while you're here, I want you to take your hands and make little fists. And you're going to just knock on your chest. Just tapping with those fists. And come on up to your chest. I have to be careful because of my mic. I don't want to. And go ahead and tap your face. And your jaw, and then let out a nice sigh. Now press your feet into the earth. Let's lift the hips up. Windshields wipe your legs across the room. Gently roll over to one side. I'm going to go to my right side. Push yourself up to a seated pose. Okay, we're going to finish off with some Brahmari breathing. So our vagal nerve is stimulated when we chant or hum or sing. So you can also do this when you're in your car and you're just humming, but we're going to do specifically Brahmari breathing, bee buzzing breath, and I have a couple of videos on bee buzzing breath. I really enjoy teaching it and practicing it because it's so effective. And usually my students love to practice it, and even the little kids like it. You just want to sound like a bee and vibrate like a bee. It's the same thing as saying Om, but with your lips closed. Inhale. And again, inhale, sip the breath in. You can also close your ears so you feel the vibration. And this time, bring the tongue to the roof of the mouth. One more. And release. Let's keep our eyes closed for a moment. Feel your energy. Just notice how you feel now and when you started. And I really, really hope you enjoyed your vagal nerve toning and stimulation flow. If you're interested in seeing more of these videos, comment below Vegas yes, and also subscribe to Body Illumination with Rebecca so that you'll see more of my videos when they are released. I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for taking this time for yourself to spread and shine your light in this world. Namaste, my friends. You're bringing your left shoulder towards your left hip, right, Baci? Am I doing this correctly? And hang out here. Same thing, look for that response. Look for a sigh. That was my response.